It's the end of the month, which means it is time to talk about the 15 books I read in July. Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to this channel. Today is going to be my July reading wrap up. I read 15 books and we're going to talk about them all, spoiler free of course. I started this month in a very big reading slump and I'm ending it reading like a book a day, which is absolutely amazing. I am currently doing the Read to 5k challenge, so there is a book that I'm currently reading that I haven't finished at the time I'm filming this, but it will be finished before the end of the month, so I wanted to put it in here, but of course I won't have my rating for that one. I read 5,714 pages and most of those were in the last week of the month. Let's just get straight into it and talk about the first few books I read in July. So first up, I read two K.L. Slater books. I actually listened to them both. They were both free on Kindle Unlimited. I have been working my way through K.L. Slater's thrillers. They usually sit in the 3-star range for me. They're never groundbreaking, but they are quick, good and twisty fun times. So the first one I read this month was Liar, which I rated 3 stars, and I could not tell you anything about this book. My mind just went like blank as soon as I finished it. It's one of those books where I had a good time reading it, but I could not recount any of the plot to you right now. So I don't really have much to say on this one other than I rated 3 stars. And then I read The Mistake by K.L. Slater and rated this one 3 stars as well. I remember really liking the plot twist in this one, but other than that, I don't remember much about this one either. I swear, the further we get on into this list, the more details I have for you in these books. I read Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. I rated this one 3 stars as well. I really like Ashley Winstead's writing. I didn't really like the setting of this one. It reminded me of Where the Crawdads Sing, which I didn't enjoy, which I think is why I didn't love this book. But it was good, it was twisty, it was turny, and that last like 80 pages was crazy. Next up we have A Funny Story by Emily Henry, which I read in one of my reading vlogs. I think it was called Get Out of Reading Slump with Me. I ended up rating this one 4 stars. I love Emily Henry's writing so much. The reason this wasn't a 5-star was because I feel like this should have been a lot more of a slow burn. The whole premise of this book is that these two people are in relationships and at the beginning their partners leave them for each other. So our main girl's fiance leaves her for his girl best friend, who is our main guy's girlfriend. I'm not sure if they're married or not, and they have to move into the same apartment together because like their lives have just been ended. They don't have any plans, and I feel like we should not have been kissing 150 pages in when like in the beginning of this book you were ready to get married to someone else. I just feel like it could have been a bit more of a slow burn, but I loved the writing, I loved the emotions, and I rated it 4 stars. Then I listened to Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I got it off of my Libro FM influencers ALCs. I can't remember what it's called, but thank you to Libro FM. I rated this 3 stars. Like Tessa Bailey's books, it was a quick fun time. Nothing amazing. I didn't love this one. It wasn't one of my favourites from her, but I did enjoy it and it helped get me out of my slump, so that's a win. And then we have a 5-star read. I reread The Reckoning by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. This is the 3rd book in the Zodiac Academy series. It is a big old fantasy book at like 650 pages. I absolutely love this world so much. I love the characters, I love the plot, I love the unique magic system, I love everything about it, and this one is no different. Oh, this was so good. I rated it 5 stars, of course. I love me some Zodiac Academy. Then we have A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, which I rated 2 stars. That's by Sarah Hawley. I did have a physical copy of this. I have since gotten rid of it. I couldn't even wait till the end of the month to keep it on my shelves for this video. You can see my full thoughts in my reading 1,000 pages to get out of a reading slump video, which if not up already will be the next video that goes up on my channel, so look out for that. But I did not get on with the writing style in this one at all. I thought it was this cute, sweet, magical realism world, but the way the woman's only character trait was wanting to see what the guy looked like without his clothes on and just thinking about that constantly and thinking, how do I ask him about that? Or like just such vivid detail. And then it would try and be like this cute fantasy world again. And I was like, these two writing styles are just like flipping between each other. I didn't like it. I rated it 2 stars. I have since unhauled it. It was just not for me. Now we're getting on to the Read to 5k books. I have 8 books here. They are all going to be in reading vlogs because I'm filming 2 reading vlogs for the next 2 weeks where I do the Read to 5k. So I won't go into too much detail, but we'll go through them and I'll let you know what I rated them. First up, we have the first 3 books in the Kings of Sin series by Ana Huang. I rated all 3 of these books 4 stars. We have King of Wrath. I loved this so much. I needed me some Ana Huang in this challenge. I binge read this over a couple of days. The other 2 I binge read in a day each, and I adored this. This is about Dante and Vivian, and you see them in these books and it is just great. Then we have King of Pride. This is about Kai and Isabella, and I think Kai's my favourite man in this world so far. Like, when I read the first one, I was just waiting for Kai's book, and then I found out it was with Isabella. That was crazy. I loved this so much. This was more of a friends to lovers, but I loved how healthy it was. There was no, like, I don't know how to explain without spoiling anything, but I really liked it and I rated it 4 stars. We have King of Greed, which is about Dominic and Alessandra. This is the one I was most worried about, but I still rated it 4 stars and I ended up really liking it. This man did grovel. That was what I was worried about. This is a marriage in trouble. Like, they got together when he had nothing. He's built up this empire. He's a billionaire, but now he's constantly putting his work before his wife, and she is like, what is all this money worth if I don't have your love? And he spends the whole book trying to win her back and grovel. So I love that. I rated it 4 stars. And I finally did it. I finally read The Shepherd King duology. We have One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. These 2 books, okay, I rated them both 4 stars. It took me a while to understand the magic system, and I'm still not sure I fully do. But that is nothing wrong with the book. That is just because I find it really hard whenever I read fantasy to understand the magic systems. These books were so magical, so well written. I loved our main girl, I loved our main guy, and then in the second book I loved the main girl and the main guy too. This is like, it's the same story, but one has a romance subplot for 2 characters, and then this one has a romance subplot of 2 other characters, but like these 2 books are still following the same group of characters, if that makes sense. I also loved The Nightmare, which I don't know if that's controversial or not. If you've read these books, please let me know. But I definitely recommend these. These are dark gothic fantasies, and if you can handle the topics, I will say it does deal with some dark, heavy themes. Definitely read these. Then I read The Last Word by Taylor Adams, and it also rated it 4 stars. I was having a long 4-star streak. This is a thriller full of twists and turns. I finished this last night. I can't stop thinking about how crazy the whole book was. I love this book so much. I honestly might give it a 4.5. The more I'm thinking about it, the higher the rating is getting in my head. Like, this was insane. It had me scared. Like, I wanted to finish it before it got dark out, and I didn't. And then I was scared to go to bed last night. I slept the light on. I did do that. I will admit. If you can handle the trigger warnings, definitely read this book. And then we have a book I finished earlier today. We have Priest by Sierra Simone. Unfortunately, this book was not for me. I rated it 2 stars. I can't really tell you anything about this book because I skim read so much of it. I will say it is dark and taboo. I'm gonna carry on with the series because I think I will like the other 2 books, because I've seen a lot of people not like this book but love the other 2. So I'm gonna give the other 2 a try, but this is a no from me. Finally, we have my current read. You guessed it! Sinner by Sierra Simone. This is the 2nd book in that series. I don't have anything to say about it right now because, like, I'm not done with it. I don't have a rating. I will say I think I might like this one a bit more. I am going to be finishing it definitely by the end of the month, if not today, then tomorrow, because I'm filming this on the 30th. So this will definitely get read this month, but I don't have a rating for you right now because I haven't finished it. But I wanted to include it. And those are the 15 books I read this month. We've had a mixed batch, but we've had a lot of high ratings too, which I am always happy about. Wish me luck for the second half of my Read to 5k challenge. You'll probably be seeing a lot of books read in August, as I have a lot of pages to read at the beginning of the month. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe, as I post new videos every single week. If you want to stay tuned for the Read to 5k vlogs, then click that notification bell. And that's all from me. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video.